to the I-80 Club and I-80 Live. Josh Jack with you. Jack has a coffee mug and he's putting it away. It's going back on the shelf on this glorious Tuesday.
For display
evening.
only. For display only.
Is it because the logo's on the wrong side of the coffee
yeah,
mug? Is that why?
Don't buy those ones in the merch store. I think
No,
I got
remember,
rid of most of them.
I fixed them. Remember,
you fixed some of them. You did not fix all of them. I found out. Unfortunately,
what? You just bought another one that wasn't fixed?
No, I went through on it. You said you fixed them all, and I looked, and you didn't. But it's okay.
Well, I fixed all the volleyball state ones, and all the I-80 Club ones, and all the Nebraska ball ones, and all the football ones.
Okay.
I thought.
Okay.
At least I thought I did.
Okay.
I mean, you could do it. You could fix it. You could do it.
Yeah, I've never fixed any of that stuff in the
in
the merch store. That's one thing I've not done.
Yeah. Welcome in, everybody.
Yeah, well, all right, go ahead. Yes.
No, you can say what you were going to say.
No, I don't want to say what I was saying. I'm going to bet. I'm in a good mood. You know what?
But
you know what?
There's a huge ass butt coming.
No, it's not. There's a huge ass butt, but I'm ready to get rid of this ass butt.
Is it what Riz said? It's 7:32 SMH. Yeah, we started late tonight. Is that why you're triggered?
No.
Oh, okay.
I am detaching from baseball. That's it.
Oh, sure.
I'm done.
Same.
Tonight.
Yeah. Good.
No more. I'm very excited, Josh, to talk about Nebraska football.
Yeah.
One of the hottest teams in the land.
People are
quit worrying about why was I even worrying about this stupid baseball team that is playing like
I thought we were done. We're done with baseball.
I'm trying to be done.
You just said we were done.
I'm going through a slight process of finishing.
Okay. Wow.
Of being done.
That's what she said. Welcome in. If you're watching or listening live, you're a patron. We appreciate your patronage. I guess you could be listening to this part on the tiny little preview, tiny preview that we give you.
You little baby who can't spend any money.
Yeah. That's a good way to get. That's a good way to get a new subscriber. If you join us because of what Jack just did, more power to you.
I shamed you.
We would love to have you. Patreon.com/I-80 Club. We do all sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. Actually, Jack, I don't know if you saw the Volleyball State group chat that we have. Got a text from Lincoln Arneal asking me to make a graphic for an interview that they're going to do. Pretty cool guest. Pretty great get from Volleyball State.
I didn't see, but let me guess.
I don't want to spoil anything.
I'm going to guess it in my head. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I have one person in my... I bet I know it. I have one person in my head. Now let me open my texts.
Okay, now you're going to open your text. Let's see if you figure out who it is. This is so exciting.
Oh, I mean, I've interviewed that person. Okay.
Wow. No big deal, says Jack. I forgot that you
It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
He and I are good friends. So
I think that episode will come out on Sunday. Not 100% for sure. Do not take it to the bank, but there will be a new episode coming out soon from Volleyball State. Let's see, Jack. You and I, over the course of the next few days, I will have a football show dropping on Thursday.
With whom? Please remind me. Is this another Cowboys one?
No, there's just one Cowboys
really?
one, Jack.
I thought the ratings were so high we were going to this all year, is what I had to... That's what I heard in the meeting.
I got positive feedback from the very few people who watched
This is what I said. I assumed it was...
unreal.
I assumed the YouTube revenue is so much that we have no choice now.
Max Olson will be joining me on this week's episode.
Right fielder.
Friend of the pod. He joined us last year in one of the early +1 episodes that we did.
Led JMSE last night in hits.
Let's go. I should bring that up with him for the episode.
He's had a solid fall season.
Nice.
He's
for you,
within the top 3 or 4 averages on the team, I would say.
Stibbs says, "Oh, fun. We love football." Stibbs, we do love fun, and we do love football.
Now, we don't have to shame me that I didn't watch it because I'm doing a show and I didn't have time. But how did it go this morning with Schaefer? Would you have done the show had the Vikings lost? Is what people want to know.
We planned on this.
I didn't see the notification until after they lost. Okay, until after they won. Excuse me.
Yeah. So it was great. National Fun League. Jack, no promises to our audience. I think it might be close to every week this year. I think it's going to be the plan. And I think we're going to do it actually on Tuesdays now so we could talk about Monday Night Football.
You need to I need to get you guys a sponsor. I'm going to get you guys.
That's what I said. I told Shape, I said, we need to get a sponsor so we can pay you.
Just get me on it.
He said, I don't care. I said, no,
Listen,
we want to
speaking
pay
of JMSE, I'm the greatest salesman in the world. I just tweet out I want to sponsor for something, and I've got something.
Yeah, let's get a sponsor and then pay Schaefer. That's a great idea. Yeah, because we'll be doing this. We'll probably do like 20 episodes if we did it every single week. So, wow, thank you, Jabs. National Fun League was great today. Yeah, so the plan I think is that every Tuesday. Jack, I know that you watched the show that Matt McMaster and I did on Sunday. What were your favorite parts?
Man, it's so hard. It's kind of like picking being.
Unreal.
I liked every part equally. I would say I don't want to discriminate between different seconds and minutes of a show on my podcast network. So I like them all. It's like my kids. What am I going to do? I like Nora better than Johnny. I would never do that.
You just kind of did that, I think. I stayed in bed. I laid in bed watching a watch party in February and helping out with graphics and stuff, even though I don't care about it. But that's the support that I give to you, my co-founder of the I-80 Club. God, I would love to. I wonder what's it like, Jack? Can you tell me what's it like to have my support with your pods? Oh, not your radio show. This is a podcast conversation.
Oh,
what's that support like?
So I can't bring that in.
I'm talking about inside the I-80 Club. Inside the I-80 Club. What's it like here?
What's it like to have your support? It's like you having my support for your radio show is what it's like. That's what it's like.
I mean, that's fine. That's pretty cool.
Josh, what podcast was I just listening to? On the way home, which I just walked in 5 minutes ago because I was doing another radio show. Okay, so I walked in 5 minutes show, and
it's 7:30. What radio show were you doing?
No, I was doing it to 6, and then somebody started talking to me. You know when somebody starts talking to you, and somebody started talking to me, and
stop talking to me.
I got a text from my wife. I was like, "Can you pick this up?" And then, "Can you pick this up?" And here I am. Here I am. But I actually was prepping for this show by listening to the podcast on Spotify of you and John. Sorry, I didn't pick you and McMaster. I guess I can't do that. But I picked you and John. Because I listened to a couple of your segments from the show today, which I was very much enjoying. I kind of wanted to hear the end of the segment I was listening to be honest.
What segment was it? I could give you the rest of my takes. What segment was
it? Well, I think it's going to happen in this show, so we don't even have to spoil it. I listened to the what's the believe or not believe, buy or not buy, whatever you do.
Yeah, it was, what did John call it? Real or unreal?
Real or unreal. I listened to that one.
And then we could have came up with a better name.
And then you were getting into the one of our topics tonight on the other segment I listened to. So
nice.
A surprisingly controversial one.
Spicy topic. Topic.
I did not think it was.
Yeah, me neither. Anyway, we're doing a lot of NFL stuff this year. Matt McMaster and I will be doing Sunday pods. Shafe and I will be doing Tuesday pods. We have all the other stuff too. Quick note, and then we can actually get into stuff. As my wife just said a moment ago, Jack, must every episode start with your marital fights? That is kind of what our pod has turned into.
Dude, it's not. Here's the thing with Josh. It's not just. Oh my gosh, it does feel like that. It's not just that I listen to his content, it's that I listen to the right content. Why don't you just text me the exact content that I have, the minutes in my day that I have for my free time, that I listen to the exact right content, of the hours of freaking content you produce every week. And if I don't listen to the right one, you're on my ass. You're on my ass about it nonstop.
I just thought you'd want to give Matt McMaster pointers or positive feedback. That's all I was expecting. This was more of a Matt thing. Like, I figured you want to support him. Good job, Matt. You're young in the biz. You're doing a great job. Last thing.
I don't feel that way really. No.
Last thing before we get to the spicy stuff. So Saturday we will have a coffee show. It'll be at 9. It'll be a little early again. This is gonna be so weird, Jack. I'll be doing the pod at 10 o'clock East Coast time. God, the Eastern time zone is the absolute worst.
Are you Bloomington?
Garbage. Bloomington, baby. I'll be doing the pod, though, from Indianapolis because I'm driving back after the game on Friday night. So I'll be at the hotel in Indy.
And then only do Friday night games? Is this how this – what's this job you have?
This season it is. This is the only one that I have left. I'm very sad. If anybody wants me to be a spotter for them, call me. I'll give you my phone number.
Hey, I got a couple of News Channel Nebraska broadcasts. I got Lincoln East and Fremont, I think.
All right.
Coming up in October.
We got to get to the pod, Jack. Sorry, we can't talk about that right now.
You'll be watching that, I assume. You'll be watching the entire broadcast because I'm on it. Yeah.
I do like supporting you. And then we're doing after Nebraska football a little earlier than normal. We were like, yeah, normal time for the pod. Here we go. And we're going to go at 7 because there's a
That's my fault.
You thought it was on a Friday, but it's on a Saturday.
So I invited a bunch of people over. And I may do it, though, Josh, live from my party, like a remote. I think I'm going to set it up like a remote.
This could be wild.
I was like, well, we got a lot of people here, Josh. We're going to be here till about 10 o'clock. Love if you stop by. We got giveaways here. We got burgers. We got hot dogs. Would love for all you all to be here. I'm going to be here till 10. Jack Mitchell live for the I-80 Club on my deck.
Wow. This is going to be incredible. Wow. Stibbs writes, oh, shit. I got an invite to this party. Wow. You invited Stibbs?
Yeah.
You never invite Stibbs.
I was on my dog walk and I realized he wasn't on the initial list. And then I was like, oh, he's gonna be mad. He'll never come, but he's gonna be mad if I don't invite him. So
she said. Yeah. Oh, interesting. I am not going because I will be getting home and traveling and blah blah blah.
Again, thanks for the support.
I'm sorry. There was one more comment. Stibbs also said, "When does my baseball pod start?" Stibbs, if you want, look at the laughter. If you want to do a baseball pod,
freaking Royals lost. I don't want to hear anything about baseball.
All right, Stibbs. Sorry, I can't give you my answer. We're done with baseball.
I hope your stupid team lost tonight. Actually, I don't care. Win, whatever. Go win the World Series. Have fun.
A Stibbs baseball pod. Don't hate that idea, Jack, for 2026. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. We're going to become the one-stop shop. You come to this place for Husker football, Husker basketball, volleyball, Bears, Vikings, Cowboys for some reason, and the Mariners. That's what the I-80 Club does.
I-80 Club.
That's what we're known for.
Top Mariners podcast in America. Or Canada.
People listen
to up in Whistler.
Stibbs adds, what kind of boomer app did you invite me through anyway, Jack? Yeah, that was a weird. I thought it was spam for a moment.
Dude,
hey,
it said it was.
Listen,
go to holy crap. I asked AI what the cool. I was like,
oh my God.
I was like, I haven't had a cool party. And I don't know, does Evite, is that a thing? I don't think I should create a Facebook event. And it was like, no, Jack. It was like, no.
I read Keena's comment. Oh my gosh.
It's 2025. And it was like, well, AI, it's the same thing as Googling something, whatever. It's not.
Jesus.
That's what Googling something is. People are so weird. It's like Google. It's just the same. It's the same. And it was like, these are the cool, ones. It said a lot of Gen Zs like this one.
Yeah. There's no way a Gen Z uses this website. There's no way in hell.
It's the cool thing. Here's one of the things. Eventually, the older generation passes you in coolness. You get old enough, like you hit the uncool. Here's the map. Okay, this is millennials. This is Gen X, and then at some point,
I don't think this is the case.
Yep. And you're here when I'm in my 50s and you're in your whatever 40s. I'm the cooler one.
I don't think that this is true. Jab says, when does the football talk start? Now. It starts right now. All right. Hey,
it's always good to have recommendations.
Bye to the free preview. Hope you enjoyed the podcast tonight. We would love to have you at patreon.com/I-80 Club. Later. All right, Jack. Wow, that was pretty fun. Nebraska. They're 2-0. And all I can think and talk about is Michigan. That's like the only thing that is on my brain right now, Jack. Have you reached the same spot, or are you focused?
No.
Are you focused on Houston Christian?
Josh, I disagree with you. Really? I am ready to relive last Saturday all over again. I want a groundhog ass Saturday once again. I wish it was a night game. That'd be better.
Yeah, sure.
I guess at 11 a.m. And I want. God, the 7 o'clock would be or 6 o'clock. That would be so nice. Can we get this game moved? That'd be nice.
Another night game.
Beautiful atmosphere. Hey, did you hear? I read on my afternoon show. I know you didn't hear it. The LPD and
the
LPD and the state patrol actually had fewer than average alcohol issues.
Whoa!
In terms of
tough
DUIs,
look for Tom Osborne.
In terms of alcohol. They were like, yeah, it actually wasn't. It was they broke down the number of average per year last year, and they had less on both of those, as did the state patrol, which is
amazing.
It's not shocking though. It's not shocking because you don't have people drinking as aggressively at the beginning of the game because they know they can get a couple inside. Yeah. And it's also, you don't have people leaving at halftime.
Correct.
As well. And nobody is drinking at the rate inside that they are outside.
Because they don't feel like they have to. Because if you want to drink before the game and you want to get a certain level of buzzed and or drunk going into the game, you got to go so hard because you're like, well, I'm not going to be able to have anything.
Yeah, it's like fireball time. It's fireball time, and instead you're nursing a Mick Ultra 24 ounce for a quarter and a half. You know,
God, that is
by the end,
saddest.
that thing has got to be warm as balls.
That is the saddest experience. Hey, hun, did you grab my 24 ounce Mick Ultra?
That's half the people that were at every picture I saw was Mick Ultra.
That's a Gen X thing, I think. Gen X is all into Mick Ultras.
Oh, don't you put that on me.
No, I put it on you. I put it on you.
Mick Ultra is not Gen X's.
Who is it? Whose generation is Mick
I don't know.
Ultra?
Who's drinking them all? I bet they
Gen
sold
X.
more Mick Ultra than any other can.
Jordan says, wasn't only like 35,000 or so beers sold?
Yeah, it was like not that many.
Yeah, because the lines apparently were garbage. Yeah. Pretty tough. Pretty tough.
Started with boomers. They think they're being healthy. I mean, it's the same, and it's like the same thing as Miller Lite in terms of, nutrition content, calories, carbs, that kind of thing. So
yeah. Wow. So you're excited for this week. That's interesting. I'm happy for you. Like, I'm just so ready to fast forward.
We have not had.
I know that's true.
That Saturday, we just haven't had those Saturdays. I enjoyed the games during the day. I wasn't worried. I wasn't stressed. And maybe in reverse, it'll be fun too. I don't know. Just watch a blowout, have fun during the game, cackle at how well it's going from time to time. We do like
laughter. Yeah, we like laughter.
Get my roster out, try and figure out who the hell 93 is because he's playing amazing. And then watch the late games. It was a delight. I want to do that game. Great day for the Bud Crawford fight, so we can have the game, watch other college football. I can get ready for my party, then do our show, and then Bud that night. Like, that sounds like a perfect freaking day. No, Bud heavy, Bud welterweight. But in any case, I am very excited for Saturday. I don't need to fast forward, Josh.
Okay,
this Saturday. I don't know how we went over the games. Now I already forgot what they were, but no, I'm excited. These Saturdays. Plus, man, I'll tell you what, Josh. You can say a lot about going to that game and having your Mick Ultras. You can say a lot about the drone show.
Oh, yeah. People had takes.
But, Josh, there isn't much that beats being in your own basement and watching your favorite team kick some ass.
Me up. It really is nice,
what
isn't
a
it?
freaking delight. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I think I have really changed. I embrace the hell out of that right now.
It's so much fun. I was so sad that I had to leave my basement. I was next to my dog and my wife, and then I had to go to the radio station. Though I will say, Big Red Overreaction on Saturday was easily the most enjoyable edition of Big Red Overreaction of all time.
I listened to it.
No one was taking anything. Thank you. I appreciate you. No one was taking anything seriously.
Was that okay?
Yeah. No one was taking the game serious. So it's like, oh, man, I didn't like this random thing that happened. And everybody was in on the joke.
There was one guy.
Except for caller Monty. That guy hates my guts for some reason.
That guy's funny. He's been calling in for years. He used to call into sport, decades, more like. But then there was one caller I said I wanted to fight, and I can't remember why, but I tweeted that to you.
Yeah.
It was at the beginning. It was some legit complaint.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to remember what the take was. Somebody help us out. Can I get some help in the chat? Stip says Team Monty. Stip, screw you, bro.
Yeah, I'm kind of Team Monty too.
What? I'm out on your podcast. Your pods are canceled, Jack. No more after Nebraska ball for you. You're done on the post-game show.
Great. I've always wanted that.
After
as
wins,
you know.
You didn't let me finish. You're done after wins. You're only doing losses now. That's it. Sorry. Jack Mitchell only doing the losses.
Jack Mitchell only for losses this year. Win. Sorry. We're going to have somebody else. McMaster or whatever.
We're making changes. Keena says at one point Josh called someone Josharoo. Yeah, we had a guy named Randy, and I had
Randaroo. I heard you say Randaroo.
Hey there, Randaroo. Yeah. Corey says Team Full Monty. Nice. Stib says, I don't agree with him. He's very entertaining. Yeah, that guy's something.
Who was the person? Was Bruce the one that said I-80 Club for life?
No, I think that was a different person. I think that was Mike. I think a caller, Mike, said I-80 Club for life, and then Bruce called in to get the bingo card finished, which was really funny.
But okay, but who do we know what Mike it is? It's
no. This guy has called in. I would say this person has called into my radio shows probably a handful of times now over the last year, and he always goes I-80 Club for life.
Do you think it's a member?
It might be. I don't know. What's going on with this. Stibs, I'm Mike. Riz says someone called in to finish their bingo card. Yeah, Bruce did. Bruce called in to finish the bingo card.
That's amazing. That's awesome, Bruce.
Exactly. I think that might be illegal.
Just go one after the other down the row. That's amazing.
Yeah, like it got so specific, and he was kind of like there was almost a smile to his voice that I thought, oh, interesting. I think he's doing something right now. And then after the show, I was scrolling on our Discord, and I saw when Riss posted the original board, and then off to the races he went. Pretty fun.
I love it. I-80 Club for life.
Yep. Shout out to the I-80 Club. Yeah, people are saying.
No. So I'm excited about that.
Good.
Whatever. I don't have much to say about the game itself. There's no I just think there's no if they can do that again.
Yeah.
And play a near perfect game, and I'm talking about a shutout, score over 50 points. They got a turnover last time. Not punt, either not punt or not turn it over.
Yeah.
One of those things. That will be impressive to me. And I grant you, Houston, we
talked about it last week. They're horrible.
I can't say enough about how bad they are. They are significantly worse than Akron. I did this tweet that was outdated because I deleted it because Bill Connolly didn't update Nebraska and Akron.
So
I found out afterwards.
The ESPN play-by-play data wasn't uploading for it took 2 days. And so, yeah, Nebraska was way lower than a lot of teams. You see they shot up 20 spots.
Good. They were. I know. I was like, they're still 45 or whatever.
Yeah. Now they're in the top 30.
I did this thing with the spots with them still in the last one, and the difference between Akron and Houston Christian was equal to the difference between Oregon.
I saw that.
And South Alabama.
Amazing. Yeah, it's going to be quite the drop off.
And the difference between Houston Christian and Dort, as in Sioux Center, Iowa.
Yeah, and what did you call them? The Iowa of Iowa? Is that what you called them?
Yeah, they're the Iowa of they're the Iowa of Iowa. Dort of Iowa is the Iowa of the Iowa college system.
I think I figured it out. I think it's got to be your bowl, but that sounds interesting.
These guys, Nebraska should beat them way worse than they beat
But they
Akron.
Won't.
But they won't. There's no way they will. They can't.
I think they're going to score in the 50s, and I think Houston Christian will score a field goal or a touchdown or something.
Or is Matt Rule just going to go berserk?
Oh my gosh, what's he going to do this time? They were stretching on our field before the game. We got to go after these guys.
I hate these guys. They're a bunch of dirty jerks from Houston. They switched their name from Houston Baptist to Houston Christian. That's not being proud of your denomination. I'm furious. I don't know.
Hey, remind me, by the way, because I just got a message from my wife for something to do. Remind me, Jack, at 8:20. I have something to read to the club that I have not read publicly anywhere, and I won't be reading publicly anywhere. So somebody at 8:20, remind me to read the thing. Jack, you are going to enjoy it. Are you going to put it
set an alarm for 8:20?
Thank you. Okay. I have Jack. Seriously, you're gonna Riz says it's very fun. You are going to love what I'm going to read to you. You're going to 8:20 p.m. Thank you, Siri. Stibbs, you're pregnant. No, we are
Siri's
not
my
having
assistant.
children. I have a serious take from the game, Jack. This was something that Sipple and I were having a conversation about on the radio today. Nebraska has played some really clean football through 2 weeks. Really clean football. They have not been penalized very much. They have not turned the ball over very much. It's like, you know what? They're like a rope hat, Jack. Very clean, great looking, and everybody adores it. And if you don't, you're a moron. Thoughts?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
that's my take.
So they should only play clean football if they served in a military branch during World War II. Okay, got it. I mean,
greatest generation, Jack.
Yeah.
You're out on this take.
I mean, the penalties, they had more penalties, right? Then they had more penalties than Akron, did they not?
Did they? Wow, it doesn't seem like they did. They seemed like they played a very clean game of football.
Maybe I'm thinking of the Cincinnati game. They had more penalties than Cincinnati. Almost had turnovers against Cincy.
Wow, out on this take. All right, never mind. My take sucks. Bummer.
Well, they blew them out. It's hard not to say they didn't play clean because they almost played a perfect game.
Yeah,
but it was mainly
Nebraska
the
had
Houston
0
Christian
turnovers
game.
in the first game. They had 3 penalties to 4 penalties for Cincinnati. So they had fewer penalties. Now they did have more penalty yards. I'm pulling up the Akron stats right now. Let's see. Against Akron, Nebraska had You're right. 6 penalties for
Yeah.
71 yards versus only 1 for 5.
Only 1. Yeah.
Maybe this take isn't the best.
It's not, but I wanted you to find
Okay,
it out yourself.
I'll change it for you. Dylan Raiola is playing very clean football.
Yes.
Very clean.
He is. Like, I can't decide if Josh. Okay, you and Josh talked, or excuse me, you and John talked about this on that segment I was talking about. I can't decide if he's playing like awesome, which he might be.
Yeah.
Or if he's just playing super low risk against not great teams or teams that are allowing him to do that. But it might be awesome. And I don't know. And to what you said, we'll have to wait for Michigan to find out.
I know.
You know. But he might be playing awesome. What I mean, what are his can you read me just if you have it up and you're so fast at the internet, you're so good at that.
Thank you, Jack.
And that way I don't have to do it. Can you tell me like his attempts, passes, attempts, touchdowns, interceptions?
So I'll give you the basic, as they call them now. I love this term, counting stats. You want his counting stats?
Sure.
All right. Dylan Raiola in 2 games is 57 of 73. That is a completion percentage of 78.1%. You're liking that so far. Jack, he has passed for 607 yards, which is an average of 303.5 yards over the course of the first 2 games. He has been sacked 3 times, all of them against Cincinnati. He has 6 touchdown passes and 0 interception.
I gotta find that note card where I did his touchdowns and interceptions this year.
Oh,
you were
Samsonite, I was
way off. He has already eclipsed the touchdowns you gave him for the year. It's amazing.
He is 10 away. I had 16 versus 9 was mine. 16 touchdowns, 9
I
picks.
was in the 20s.
Yeah. I had this opinion on him in the summer that I said, and so I actually feel like it's aging pretty well. We'll see, though. I said he is either going to be close to the same guy he was or massive leap forward. I didn't view any like, oh, he's going to be a little bit better and like, 22 touchdowns and maybe 8 interceptions. I thought massive leap or pretty much the same guy. And I said what I did just now, like the take is aging well. Like there's a long way to go. There's much of the season to go. But Jack, I'm starting to wonder if we're going to be potting in October saying, whoa, the prince who was promised is the prince who was promised. Look at what he's doing.
And Josh, he's probably not going to throw an interception on Saturday. He's probably going to throw 2 to 3 touchdowns on Saturday. Like those stats are going to be gaudy. He's going to be at the top of QBR lists, top of touchdowns, top of completion percentage lists. He may be already. He's going to be up on all those lists.
Yeah.
He's going to, dare I say it? He's going to
what?
What should I say it?
I don't know. What are you saying?
If he goes, I don't know.
Are you talking the H word?
Yeah. What
the college Mr. H?
I mean, if he goes, let's say he goes 20 for 24 with 4 touchdowns on Saturday in the first half of the game.
Yeah.
The H lists are there will be an H list that has him on it.
Jack,
I'm just preparing everyone. I'm not saying I'm doing that.
No, other people. This is a great comment from Mexi Fry. Hellman's Bowl? Yeah, we're going to be talking about the Mayo Bowl.
Are there multiple mayonnaise-related bowls? I didn't know that.
No, there should be, though. Yeah, I guess right now there's only the Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Dukes, as far as I know, but...
Yeah. Jab says, let's wait until the competition gets better before we say the H word.
I'm not saying... I'm saying it. I'm saying
other people
say, and by the way, I'm right. Just to be clear, I'm right. I mean, I'm right.
If he plays well on Saturday, it is what it is.
The stat line that I just did, he will be on those lists.
If he plays well and they pull out the Michigan game, Jack, I would say all bets are off.
If he does that, then I start getting kooky. I'm talking about just on the lists.
Yeah.
I think CBSSportsline.com top 10 Heisman contenders.
I think that we all need to prepare ourselves for a wild couple of weeks around here. I really, really do. I had a question on my radio show today, basically wondering, is Nebraska ready for this? Is Nebraska ready? And when I say this, I don't just mean the game next week. I mean that they have a game before it that nobody cares about. There is a game on Saturday where they will win. They will run them off the field and hopefully do so with few injuries to no injuries and relatively comfortable. But everybody is looking ahead to next week, especially now that Michigan is very ripe for the picking. Very ripe for the picking and a chance for the first-ranked win by the program since 2016. I believe it would be Matt Rule's third-ranked team ever. By the way, we got to do that segment that we had talked about for Saturdays. I can tell you're doing it right now. Like, Jack, they are entering into a massive, massive moment for the program, and Dave Feit says it. They weren't ready for it last year between Colorado and Illinois. They were not. And now it's time, again, to level up as a football program.
Progress.
And so get through this week, but Jack, that game next week, man, is going to be it's Matt Rule's biggest game as head coach.
Oh, baby.
It is the biggest game as head coach. It is huge around here.
Josh, let me tell you something. I don't know how Nebraska won't be favored in it by Vegas.
Yeah.
Nebraska's going to be favored in that game.
Yeah.
Get ready for that because it's going to happen. I don't know. I don't even know who Michigan plays this week, but I don't think
it's like Western Michigan or one of those types.
And they might blow them
Central
out,
Michigan.
I'm almost sure Nebraska will be favored in that game.
I think
you
you're
agree?
Right. I think that you're like a very short, tiny.
Yeah,
no, it
won't be a ton.
Favorite.
Between 1 and 3.
Yeah, it's going to be very close. And so, like, how do they handle that? How do they handle?
It sucks.
Favorites against Michigan.
Right? We still won't have that upset that we didn't expect because they'll be favored. But
it would be a win over a ranked team, which beggars can't be choosers. I just when we pod next week and we're podding on Wednesday next week. I mean, Jack, it's going to be that coffee, and then the coffee show next Saturday is going to be insane. I know it's great. It's
game week. Listen, it sets up great. Another nice low blood pressure week, and then a big game week. And does Michigan? Biff Poggi is coaching them. I mean,
I know, man.
Biff Poggi is coaching them. They have a true freshman quarter. They have to do this on Saturday. I mean, They've got to do it. They got to beat them. I'm sorry, a week from Saturday.
Yeah. They have to beat Michigan. They have to.
They have been given so many gifts with this.
Yep.
So many gifts with this. The schedule is set up perfectly for them. Michigan had the Oklahoma game. Michigan has their coach out. They have got a true freshman quarterback who I'm sure will be excellent down the road, but he is not going to be a passing whiz against their defensive backfield. It's everything. They don't necessarily. They've got a solid running game that can give Nebraska problems, but they're probably also not a team that's just gonna get out gangbusters. Watch them do it. I know it always happens, but it sets up so well. Like they're getting every benefit of the doubt. They're getting every little piece of luck with this, and they have so much unused luck that we talked about in the Chronicles that never got used. I mean, I can't even say what I want to say, but I can't do it.
Say it.
I mean, they could win by 2+ touchdowns.
John's been saying that for months.
I know.
Saying that for months.
I thought he was freaking ass crazy, Josh. I listened because I listened to your content, and I heard him saying that. I thought he was crazy, and I just sat here and thought about it now, and it just sets up so freaking well. It sets up so well. I wish it was a night game. That's the only other thing, but I wish it was a night game.
Let me ask you this question. Is next Saturday the first must-win game of the Matt Rule era? And I say that knowing that they went into the Iowa game in 2023 like they needed a win to go to a bowl. And so it was a must-win. But there was still like, it's year one. Like, we would have been okay with 5-7 before the year, blah, blah, blah. Dave says Colorado last year. That's
Colorado.
That's a fair,
yep. That's what I would have
That's
said.
a very fair answer. That's a very fair answer.
That's what I would have said.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so never mind the premise.
That was a huge spotlight on that game. Probably a bigger spotlight than will be on this game, to be honest.
That is true. Yeah, that was a night game. This is 2:30. That was Deion Sanders. This is Bucci.
This is one loss to Michigan.
Sochi. What is this?
Who's the Poggi? You've seen the. I mean, he was a guy who coached with Charlotte, right? He wore the gym clothes and the cutoff shirt to coach.
Yeah. They said that he'll wear sleeves next Saturday.
Well, he's a Michigan guy. That's so freaking hilarious that dude is at Michigan, which is like the opposite of everything that it seemed like he stood for. Was it Charlotte that he was at? No, not Charlotte.
Yeah. No, I thought it was Charlotte.
Or Charlotte, okay.
Thought it was.
Yeah, you're right. It was Charlotte.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
So it's not the first must-win game of the Matt Rule era, but man, it is certainly a must-win game. It's wild. Like, Jack, before the year, I did not think this was a must-win game. I thought, yeah, it is what it is. You know, if you want to take the next step as a program, you got to get it. But I didn't view it as that. Now, with the way that the team is playing and how Michigan is looking,
that's why
it's
a must-win game, is because it's become more winnable.
You cannot squander this. You cannot squander the opportunity that they are going to have next Saturday afternoon because of where Michigan is, who their coach is going to be for the game.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Everything sets up so well. Yeah, there's a picture. Jordan just
that's the one.
It. Oh my gosh. What in the hell? What are you doing? Speaking as the person who really advocates casual dress at work.
Is that a bit too casual?
That's too much for me.
Too much casual.
That's a problem area if you're in too much for me territory.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jordan says we need to get to our first 4-0 start since 2016. Yeah, I think Dave, shout out to you, Dave Fight. I'm pretty sure it was you who I saw post this. Nebraska Jack is currently on, if they win on Saturday, when they win on Saturday, it will be their first 4-game winning streak since the 2016 season because they won the bowl and they're 2-0. So they're on a 3-game winning streak right now that straddles 2 seasons.
I feel like what I think Rule is going to want them. This is not a hot take because of that halftime speech, but he's going to want them to roll Houston Christian. Yeah. He's going to want to shut him out because I think part of the reason is he knows doing that is going to build the whole team's confidence again. I think they are in the best. If they can do that, this program is going to be in the best mental place it has been in since Mike Riley. If they can win
since that 2016 season.
Yep.
I have a theory, not a theory.
If they can win this, they've got the most mental momentum that they've had since
by far.
Maybe since they beat UCLA, I suppose, going into the next season, I would say.
Yeah.
Since 2017.
UCLA was that 2017? You're talking about the first 2015, right? The bowl game?
Since the beginning of 2016, I mean. After the bowl game.
When they started 7-0. Yeah, and then they squandered it all when everything went to hell
That's
at the end of the year.
So I think in 9 years, it's the best mental energy. Sounds like a very hippie thing to say, but
I think you're right.
I think they did what they needed. They got exactly what they needed from Cincinnati mentally.
Yep.
Out of that game.
Definitely.
They got exactly what they needed out of this game. And if they can do it again somehow in this game, I can't believe I'm doing this. But
you're doing it again.
Good God, it's 11 days before the game, and I am talking myself into not only a win, but a comfortable win.
Dave Fight says,
"Good God, what am I doing to myself? What are you doing?"
Yeah, I know. I told you said you were excited for the game this week, and now you're only thinking about Michigan. Dave says Rule doesn't want the negative vibes coming off of a 31-13 win. I think that is definitely true. Like that's 100%. They are going to go all gas again.
They
on
are
Saturday.
100. I mean, when you're picking, if you're gambling on this game, pick Nebraska against the. I don't know what the spread's going to be, 48 or something.
Yeah, it's going to be close to 50. Yeah,
pick Nebraska. Make in your prediction games. Pick it big. He is going to. The gas will be on all the time, and I think that's why. I think that's why he did the thing at halftime. I think that's why all of it is. I think he is trying to push the right mental buttons. And if that's what he's doing, I think it's freaking genius, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really do. Because to me, Josh, we've talked about this ad nauseum. It's a real thing and it's a real problem. And it has been for a long time. And we have a podcast series you can listen to if you're interested in hearing more about it.
Yeah, I didn't know how. Oh, that's good, Connor. Nice picture of me. I don't know if we're gonna get into the halftime stuff, Jack, but Coming away from that,
we can.
I very much.
I kind of did there. Yeah.
Yeah. I very much think that he is viewing this team as a different one in terms of how he is pushing their buttons. And he is ready for them to take the next step. And to take the next step, you have to play a game like you did on Saturday. And I think that, you know, I don't think you're gonna be doing this every week, but like that is a part of the journey that this program has to go on. Is, hey, you're up 33-0, and that is actually not good enough. You know, like. They did have a sloppy end of the first half. I know that there's been a lot of debate on, is this contrived? Was he actually that mad about it? Yada, yada, yada. Like, first of all, I'd say
he wasn't.
Coaches find the smallest things to get mad about, or at least to use as motivation for players. So, like, I'm always going to believe that something like that is real. But the other thing is, like, this team does need to learn that the little things, getting those things done, you know, or how you take the next step. And winning, 42-14 is not as good as winning 68-0 is. And I think they might have learned that on Saturday.
I liked almost every part of it, to be honest. That exactly what you just said there. I think setting them up mentally to have these two games to ramp them up to a place of confidence that they haven't been in before. And then, frankly, finally, and I nominated your wife for the Discord comment of the week.
Oh, wow.
When she said something to the effect of, Riss, and I'm paraphrasing, so forgive me if I don't exactly nail it, but said something to the effect of, it's nice to hear a coach turn the aggression of the team and then, and like no one, us against the world, into the opposite team instead of the fan base. And Josh, I've said that for 15 years.
Yeah, you've said it for a long time.
I've said that for 15 years. I am desperate for a coach to actually do that. And I didn't think it would happen against Akron. I thought it would be a Big Ten school. I thought it would be something else. But I am so refreshed by that. You know what he didn't say? He did not say, nobody out there believes in you. Nobody in that stadium believes in you. I'm so tired of that shit. I am so tired of coaches going to that with his fan base. Don't believe in you. They just came like a damn military branch into Kansas City, invaded the place. Don't believe in you. And he didn't say it, but trust me.
Because he won't say it.
Many of the other coaches would have and have. And so I am so glad that he didn't play that card. And he instead played the card I wanted other coaches to play for so long. And did he create some? What did I say after Shedeur Sanders did the stupid ass thing with Matt Rule on the Colorado Buffalo, saying he was disrespecting his dad or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
You remember that whole thing? I said, that's stupid. He annoys me. I hope they beat the crap out of him. I wish Nebraska would do what he just did. And they just did.
By the way, wrist drops a not our fans. Have you heard that clip from Rule from yesterday where Sean Callahan was asking about, like, the atmosphere is going to be a little sleepy because it's at 11 a.m. and he goes, not our fans.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Audio, they haven't flipped over the audio yet, and so it was really echoey and funny. It was so
sometimes awesome. Even though Matt Rule won't do an interview with me, sometimes it's like I'm consulting him on the way to talk to the fans. Matt, me and you right now. This is just me and you for a moment. We would get along. You don't even know. We would get along so well.
Yeah, you're both Gen X dorks, Matt.
We're both be like, the same age.
The man. Oh,
we
man,
both are. We're both the same age. We are both
90s.
pastors' kids. I love how you're the first coach to talk about the fans in any way that makes any PR sense at all for 2 decades. So kudos to you. Look, man, it's too bad. It's a missed opportunity for both of us. That part of it, but he's doing a great job.
You guys could be best friends. Corey writes,
we very well could. There's a great chance we would be best friends.
Corey writes, "Oh, the host's wife wins the award. Weird. Yeah. This is a one.
Well, I mean, you're the one. You're the one.
You're
the one sleeping with her, not me. I just thought it was a great comment. I didn't get any. There's nothing for me in that.
Yeah,
it wasn't my wife.
Yeah.
My wife
now I'm actually. Shit, now I might get in trouble because I haven't given her the Commenter of the Week award.
Sad.
Now she's going to be like, yeah, what the hell? Now
it'd be nice if once in a while you did something for me like Jack did,
Megan, come downstairs.
Let's hear a take.
Commenter of the Week. Great work. Good, excellent work. Excellent work. Oh, man. Royals girl. You called him poor during the preview. He's not listening now. Who did you call poor? Did we call Matt Rule poor? Who did we call poor? Jabs. We have a commenter of the week award. We do now. Commenter of the week. Thank you, Maxie Fry. Oh, Jack, should I read the thing? I'm beating you to the 8:20 punch. We're gonna have an alarm go off in 3 minutes.
Oh, I want. Okay.
Do you have more to say? Do you want to fire Matt Rule up
alarm.
a little bit? No, you can fire it. You want to fire anything?
I mean, I don't. So what? I was just getting into you and Josh talk, or excuse me, doggone it, you and John. I called him Josh like twice on the tailgate show.
He probably got so triggered.
Everyone with the freaking same name, with the freaking same letters, myself included.
Oh, yeah. Okay, same letter, yes, not same name. My name is Josh. You're John.
I'm John.
And you're also
I'm John. You're Josh. He's John. I'm John, but I'm named Jack. My father-in-law is Jack. My son is named Johnny, and his middle name is Jack. I mean, this is.
I tweeted that clip that one time. You're like, my son's name is Johnny, and the John and the Jack. And it's the John, Johnny, Jack, Jack.
It's like all of my friends were told they could use 5 total names.
That's awesome. Oh,
no, but I was wondering what you guys were talking about. You guys were talking about the leaking or not, which I don't. It was bleeped out, obviously, so it wasn't leaked. Yeah. This wasn't Bo Pelini at Lincoln North Star, you know.
No. So you're wondering if we discussed if it was leaked I just or not?
No, you were just getting into that, and so.
Oh yeah, I said I cannot believe that there is an earnest discussion happening on the internet if this is leaked. It is blowing my mind that people are like, I don't know.
My bigger question is why. Like,
that's the question that I like. So here's a quick theory that I will offer you. And I was listening to Chick and Nick today, and this episode, Jack, was recorded Sunday, so it was before Matt Rule spoke to the media yesterday, and thus before the video came out, right? And they had some audio from halftime where Jessica Cootie asked him a question, and he was pissed about the end of half stuff. So he was mad in the moment on the radio. He was like, we allowed them to come down the field and almost get a field goal on us. Like, he was pissed at that moment.
By the way, I went back and watched because of this while I was doing my bod coach workout the other day.
Nice.
And yesterday I did this, and I watched the entire Akron drive, the final drive. Okay. And then they ended up missing the field goal, right? Or no. What happened at the end of now I'm confusing myself. They punted it to Nebraska. They're passing it. They couldn't get a first down. They got stopped. They punt it to Nebraska. Nebraska has one play run to take a knee.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, I didn't notice them going after it
was a field goal doink, by the way, not a punt.
It was a field goal doink. That's what it was. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, they missed the field goal. And I watched that, and then I watched to see if they went after anyone's knees. And it was the guy on Rocco Spindler, by the way, the alarm's going on. The guy on Rocco Spindler, kind of did. If Spindler was pissed about it, he didn't show it. He looked like he was excited for the Gatorade in the locker room. He turned around so quick to go the other direction. And the take that Akron should take a knee, they're down by whatever that is, that should be offensive. No, it's patently absurd, and I don't care because I want whatever. You're not finding something internal to motivate by. You're finding external to the other team. But what if Akron took a knee and I was an Akron fan at that spot? I would be like, "What in the living hell are you doing, taking a knee right now?"
Yeah, that would have been very strange.
That's the most ridiculous thing at the end of the first half, down by 33 or whatever they were down by. And so, not one thing he said would have been offensive to me in any way.
Yeah.
As a player. That said, I still like that he did it.
Yeah, and so here's my quick little theory before we get to the other thing and then say goodbye for the night. I almost wonder if he heard so much of the conversation of okay, really, you yelled at your guys at halftime? I don't believe you. Because that's what a lot of the discourse was yesterday after the press conference, where it was that's fake. You didn't really get mad at them. And he's like, okay, I'll show you. Hey, Will Compton, tweet out the video of me losing my mind about this stuff.
Can I ask a question? Oh, man. Just to be
clear. Who are you going to trigger? Matt?
My potential best friend who won't be my best friend.
Matt.
Is he planting questions in press conferences?
Oh, holy God. Who asked the question? What question led to that answer?
I'm not saying that one.
Okay.
because I think he got to that. I'm not saying that one.
Okay.
But did you hear how he did the walk-off and the Bud Crawford answer at the end of that press conference?
Yes, I did. I absolutely did. He also didn't allow for them to follow up with, so what's up with the moon tweet? He was like, I'm just going to finish this and I'm going to leave, even though it's probably going to mean all red uniforms. That was a weird answer, by the way. That was very strange.
Yeah.
Blood and war and Asia and
I heard that.
It was like, I was like,
I'm not sure I quite. But then there was the Bud Crawford question, and
and that was planted. Who asked that question?
I didn't say I think it was planted,
but you're wondering if it was. Who was that? Was it some random TV person?
Was that not an odd question?
It was
at that moment, and it was the very last question. And the way, watch the end of it. He didn't. It wasn't like Keith going, all right, anybody got anything?
Yeah. Anybody have any questions?
It was just a walk off. It was like the final grooved pitch, right?
Dilo says, I'm not sure I can handle 10 and 2 Matt Rule. Yeah. Hey, do you dislike how Matt Rule talks now? Imagine if Nebraska's good. You are going to hate his guts. He will troll so
Not
much.
me. Not me. We can be best friends. Listen, all the things
we could be best friends.
Listen,
let's get him on the I-80 Club. Matt, do you want to take your podcast? Bring your podcast
when I ask that, that sounds like something I would do. For the record, everything he's doing. Scripted question at the end. Be overly
talk about the moon being red in Asia.
Be overly controlling of my public image. Do a bunch of bits for the purpose of it being a bit and making you think I am who I want you to think I am. You know, I get it all. I get it. None of it's a critique. Like, look, you can find that for me, so we can still be best friends. But I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of strings being pulled.
Yeah, interesting.
And it's fine with me, don't you think?
Yeah,
with a video, with a halftime video, with the Bud Crawford, with the blood moon and the tweet, right?
the blood moon. Good Lord.
There's just a lot of the podcast and the you know, hey, who has ever started I think I should do a long form podcast, and then you realize, yeah, I probably won't do this much longer. I can't keep this going on. Can you think of anyone?
Hey, is that a critique of me because I stopped doing Chasing 3 hours? Oh,
you're not. Oh God, I'm sorry if I haven't listened to that either.
Yeah. Hey, that pod was good. Stib says, okay, get to the news. The M's are on in 10. All right. So, Jack, have you seen the? I pissed some people off this week. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Oh, I read it. Speaking of, once again, first thing I did this morning, I saw a tweet or something. So at about like 5:03. While I'm brushing my teeth, I'm reading your Iowa article.
Nice. So that is pissed.
Again, consuming your content.
Thank you, Jack. I appreciate you. So I've gotten a lot of emails about this, even more than my Scott Frost column from May. I'm going to read one real fast before I get to the really good one. But I got an email last night that said, I feel sorry for you. You seem like an angry person. Football is not worth being angry about. I love being a Hawkeye fan because the only stat that matters is if you win or lose. Iowa's defeated more teams than Nebraska for a long time. Get over it, which was great. An Iowa State fan, Jack, emailed me and told me they're rooting for Iowa against Nebraska. Like, okay, you are super triggered. You are a huge loser. I didn't say this to them. I'm saying it to you, though, right now.
I wish you could forward me your emails to that, and I responded to them.
That would be awesome.
That would be
I'm
fun.
curious as to what you think about this one. Now, I did send this one to you today. I sent this to you and Caleb. I don't know if you totally noticed exactly what was going on in it, so I will let now the I-80 Club know. So I got an email titled Nebraska-Iowa that was written to Pat Forty and me. Pat Forty, for those who don't know, is a columnist, a longtime journalist and reporter. Mike Stibbs hates his guts. Shout out Stibbs. Stibbs and I hopped off the Pat Forty bandwagon well before a lot of other people did. So not to brag on us. We got an email. I got an email that was written to Pat Forty, but CC'd me on it. Mr. Forty, I'm assuming you have some oversight of SI's college football coverage. If not, please forward this to someone who does. This note is in reference to a story by Josh Peterson of Husker Max, in which he posits that Nebraska pursues excellence while Iowa accepts mediocrity. Omaha World Herald writers and Nebraska fans, they intersect, have been saying this for years. They will tell you a few minutes into any conversation that Nebraska would have fired Ferentz years ago. I would think that the fact that Iowa spent $1 million or $2 on Gronowski would be evidence that it wants to win. The results have been bad as usual, but that is not a demonstration of a lack of will. What is irritating is that SI would be a platform for something as childish and nonsensical as Peterson's story. Sure, it hurts to go 2-8, 1-9, excuse me, against a rival as Nebraska has against Iowa, but that doesn't mean SI should, is it assuage or assuage? How do you say that word?
Assuage.
Assuage, thank you. Assuage Peterson's pain by publishing his drivel. There are too many homers out there disguising themselves as sports writers. I don't expect their kind of writing in SI.
Yeah, Josh Peterson, homer.
I laughed so hard at that too.
You get both sides of it. Oh.
I've been reading SI since the late 60s. I read every word, even the bridge and archery columns for 40 plus years. Please consider the SI tradition when work from guys like Peterson is submitted. Best, Joe. What an email.
Joe.
What an email. Oh, Riss writes, I'm offended that Pat Forty got this email when I was the real editor. Yeah, Riss edits all my stories. Shout out.
I did see that. I mean, Caleb texted it to us, but yes, that's
so funny. No, I texted it to you.
Whatever. It was
I texted it to both of you. Oh my
funny.
gosh.
I thought Caleb saw it. I don't know why I thought Caleb got it. Whatever.
Joe writes, giving a bad name to all Joes.
God, I wish
Connor, thanks, Joe. Glad you like it. Yeah, I should respond.
We should do an experiment where you write. This would be a fun bit, or like reality show. Okay. Josh writes incendiary columns. I respond to the emails about it.
Oh my gosh, I don't hate it.
We each pick our both. We each have our own talents in triggering people, right? Yours is sort of the initial take, the initial writing, negativity, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then mine is, oh, you critiqued me or you critiqued my friend? Well, guess what? We're at freaking war, like Matt Rule in Akron right now.
You're going to record a halftime video to Joe.
That's freaking right. Joe tried to take out my knees. I was just trying to down the ball. You let him do that? You let Joe say that to you?
He wrote this email?
Like when I freaked out when they shut down your Twitter account and it was not anyone else. It was just because you kept posting the same thing on 2 accounts.
Yeah, that was wild and annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, D'Lo, then we can list the 1,000 ways we can all trigger Jack. Royals girl, WTF, how in the world do you have this gift to trigger people? I don't know.
D'Lo, there's a lot of typos in that. I can't hardly read.
D'Lo is a worse typer than you. It is incredible.
He is a bad typer.
What it happened? I always wonder what happens. Does he just go like, oh, I got a really good joke?
What he should try and do? See what there's this microphone button on your keyboard. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a mic. I'll show. You can take, and then you can just say it into your phone like this, and it will. What you say will be typed. You guys, yeah.
Keena says Pat Forty stops his wife mid-sentence over morning coffee. Dude. Hold on, honey. I need to respond to this email. That would be awesome.
Josh, sometimes you go and totally redeem yourself, like with this column. I mean, I love everything about it. I love it so much. I wanted to hug you.
Thank you.
Fully dressed while I was brushing. Whatever. I wanted to hug you.
You didn't have to tell me you want to hug me fully dressed. I would hope.
Well, I mean, there was comments in the chat. There was comments in the chat that were inappropriate. That
you were naked when you were reading my column?
Yes, which I was not. But nonetheless, even if I was, I would want to get dressed and then hug you because, like, not only was it a disparaging article about Iowa, which obviously I love, but it also had a more important, nuanced point to it. And you know what that is?
What?
Your team does not have to be worth a crap to laugh at another team or to point out the flaws in another team. It doesn't. That's a fallacy in your mind, but it's a fallacy. Okay. Josh was not saying anything about Nebraska could be 0-12 for 50 years, and that article would still hold up just the same. And lose to Iowa every year. You got to quit. You got to get that fallacy out of your head. And Josh, I appreciate you doing that because the article, as you pointed out in the article, very well, you even anticipated the arguments.
How great was that part?
I loved it. It's 5:12. That was after I brushed my teeth. I got to that point where I was walking down the stairs to my car, and I'm like, walking down the stairs, pumped up for you. I loved it. Look at it. We started this arguing like a married couple, and now back together.
We are hugging clothes like a married couple. Oh, big ol' hug. Keena says, imagine being so triggered that you don't just annoyingly subtweet someone, but email Pat40 and CC the author.
Everyone knows that Pat40 is the president of Sports Illustrated.
Yes.
When I didn't get my swimsuit issue, first guy I wrote every time.
Yeah, well, back in the day, it would have been Rick Riley.
Rick Riley. Wait, hold on. I don't think Rick Riley's going to get mad at you because...
Oh, he listened to the Groin Kick Chronicles.
He's a fan of the Groin Kick Chronicles. Bad news, everyone.
Not to brag. He's
what
the
about
most famous
Steve
person.
Rushin's Air in Space or whatever the hell that was?
What about Frank DeFord? May he rest in peace. Who was the college football guy back in the day? Who was the college football guy like way back? Dan Jenkins. That guy was I read a college football book by him during COVID from the 70s. Man, that shit was weird, Jack. It was a weird book. It was almost like gonzo journalism, like what's his name, who did Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? Who was that guy? It was just a strange book. I was like, I don't really like this one very much. Anyway,
is Steve Rushin's Air in Space a thing? I just pulled that out of a crevice of my brain that hasn't been thought of for a decade. I think that's a thing.
That's a little too old for my taste.
That's the Elle Macpherson era.
Man, I did love Hunter S. Thompson. Thank you, Stibbs. Yeah, that's the guy that I was thinking of. Oh, all right. Well, that was a podcast.
That's how you do it.
I saw, Jack, there was a comment from Eric on the YouTube page. Says, damn, I need to be better with time. We are going at 7:30 now on
Eric.
Tuesdays or Wednesdays. This week was Tuesday because I have a soccer match tomorrow. Jack, next week we will be back on Wednesday, will we not? On the 17th. So we'll have that for you next Wednesday. We'll be on, I think, the next couple of Wednesdays. And we'll let you know whenever we have to move again. I have a soccer match in a month and a half. I'm only doing 2 of those this year, so those aren't going to affect the show a whole lot. So that's what we have coming up. A reminder that tomorrow we will have nothing. Thursday, football show. Friday, Big Ten breakdown. Saturday, we'll have coffee at 9. And then we will have the post-game show at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock for
live remote from my back porch, probably. Maybe with remote cameos.
Maybe. Hey, you just posted the Steve Rushin guy. Russian.
Yeah, he was a thing. The crevice
so what
of
did
my
he
brain
do?
Was right. He had a column in Sports Illustrated. I think it was called Air in Space or something.
Interesting.
He's wearing a NASA shirt there, oddly. So maybe there was a space thing.
Interesting. I don't remember this man. All right, so those are all the things that we have coming up. By the way, folks, basketball season will be here before you know it. So if you want Jack to do a lot of basketball pods this year, just tag him in a bunch of posts. Just tag him. Say, Jack, I love your basketball work. Just tag him. We will have at some point soon. We will have an announcement about after Nebraska ball. We will have that. Ooh, Connor says, welcome ball.
Welcome ball. Wow, you have that on demand. Wow.
It's still in here. It's just always here. Welcome ball.
Hilarious.
Oh, man. All right. Hey, look at it. Wow, look at these great comments. I love your basketball work. Need some basketball comment. Stibbs, shut the fuck up, Josh, about this basketball shit. Sorry, Stibbs.
Oh, yeah. So you have the two. I love there are two ends of the spectrum on the I-80 Club. Love the basketball, more basketball. And then we got like,
would you shut up?
And then we got Husker Huss who gets furious if we even, he can tell I'm thinking about basketball.
Yeah.
He gets mad.
Football.
D'Lo, I think gets mad. I don't know if he gets mad, but he gets mad at everything.
I get mad.
You get mad.
Yeah, Stibbs. I'm all for basketball, not till February. And the Creighton, Nebraska game. That one's fun too.
Oh, there's no way it's going to be more fun than this year was.
Last year was the pinnacle.
Or last year, I mean.
Jack, what if we did a watch party for we watched the watch party? We did like a Be Kind Husker Rewind of the watch
I like
party.
that. And then the year after, we can watch the watch of the watch party. It could be like Russian nesting dolls for the rest of our lives.
Over and over and over and over and over. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Tell a friend to subscribe. Patreon.com/I-80 Club. Ooh, Dave. Be Kind Husker Rewind for the crown. Not a bad idea. All right. We are back together on Saturday. We'll have multiple pods before that. He's Jack. I'm Josh. Thanks for being a subscriber. Thanks for joining us.